Hi, PVN Church family. I'm Bob, one of the pastors here at PVN, and we're grateful this morning for today that we have an opportunity to kind of recap our missions trip to Kenya. So Justin Owens is actually over our missions here at PVN, and so we thought, what better way to do a recap from this than to have Justin come and just ask the team some questions, some thought-provoking questions to help tell the story, but also to do, in fact, that, give a recap and talk about how we saw the Lord and what that means now as we come back to the stateside. So Justin, thank you for doing this for us.
Thank you, my pleasure. Just start off by giving us like a highlight of your trip.
I think the highlight for me was seeing not only what God was doing there with the people there, but how he brought together 5 churches that were represented on our side of the trip. Different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different people, not only here in Rome, Georgia, but he brought us together with different talents and we're able to use them in one place at one time all together. So that was just really good.
And we went to different deaf schools. Three. We went to a CP clinic for children with CP. We went to a deaf church, an orphanage that serves deaf kids and hearing kids. We went to DOOR.
And if you don't know what DOOR is, it is the Deaf Outreach Organization there. Their headquarters, worldwide headquarters, is in Nairobi. And they translate the Bible into sign language and into all different sign languages around the world. So not just American Sign Language.
So Bob and I, aside from the deaf ministry, we went to Antioch Bible Community Church, and we had 2 days with the pastors there where they all came together and we got to do a leadership type conference with them. So we walked through what it looks like to serve and how that is really leadership through servanthood. We did some leadership games with them to allow them to put that into practice. And then we went and spent some time with Awana, Bernard. We spent some time with Bernard learning more about Awana and what he does over there. And then we visited a couple churches where we would just go and they would have a church meeting on some random Tuesday and we would worship the Lord. Bob and I and Charles would all share and all the members of the church would join. And so it's really special that they would come out and do that on the day they typically wouldn't.
What's been the biggest challenge for each of you returning back to the U.S.?
Yeah.
For me, my body is still on Kenya time, and my sleep is so messed up. That's the biggest thing so far.
Yeah. For me, the biggest challenge in returning home is implementing what the Lord shows you, because we can go and we can have these experiences and we can do really cool things a lot of times. But if they just become an experience that's maybe like a trophy that you put up on the wall and you don't think about it anymore and it's not life-changing, then why even do it?
What are your plans to continue to be involved in missions in some way? And how would you encourage other people to either get involved in missions in some way globally or to go to Kenya?
I think if you are on the fence and you don't know really how God can use you, if you're feeling that draw, then there is purpose. Whether it is with your next door neighbor or whether it is somewhere here in the state or with PVN alone, or if it is globally. Here at PVN alone, first we have prayer, of course. Second, we have our sewing ministry that works tirelessly throughout the year to support blessings for children and women there. That's one small pathway that you could plug in what talent you have to an offering.
We should all be feeling like we're in Kenya on mission for Christ when you're going to the coffee shop downtown and when you're going out to eat and when you're laying your kids down to sleep at night or you're laying down with your wife or whatever it is that you do. We should all have that same focus of having Christ at the forefront of our mind, because over there, you're there for a purpose. It's like an immersed experience, and that's the only reason you're there. So Christ stays at the forefront of your mind, and you come home and you go back to your day-to-day things of working, of cutting the grass, going to the dump, going out to eat with all of this, and all of a sudden Christ, you say, whoa, where's Christ at in all of this? He's not at the forefront of my mind like he was.
Well, church, it truly was a great experience. It wasn't just a great experience because we got on a plane, flew for 2 days, spent time in another country where we had a hard time sleeping. The food is different. No, it wasn't a great experience for that. It was a good experience because we had an opportunity to serve the Lord. And like you've heard from some of these folks, you don't have to go overseas to serve the Lord. At PVN, we believe that you live on mission all the time.
So if you're interested in going on a mission trip in 2027, we hope to finalize plans for summer trips of 2027 by this fall, toward the end of the year. So be looking out for messages from the church about that. We also hope to have different small groups throughout the fall and spring that are geared towards preparing you to go on mission overseas. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully have some great opportunities for next year.